أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Today inshallah we'll be starting a new series on the Ghazwa of Uhud, Battle of Uhud. And as you know, Battle of Uhud took place in the 3rd year of Hijrah, and this happened after the Muslims won in the Battle of Badr. So when the Muslims won, the kuffar were very upset and they wanted to take a revenge of the Muslimin. And the people who suffered great losses were Abu Sufyan, who was then a kafir, Hind, who was then a kafir, and they had to then accept Islam, and many other people who suffered great losses during that battle. Financially, also with loss of life, they have the family members, and they wanted to take revenge to defeat the Muslims. So they started to make a plan in order to attack the Muslims in Medina. What happened was, Abbas ibn Abdul Muttalib, the uncle of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he knew about this plan, and he was in Makkah. He had become already a Muslim, and he handed over the Muslim Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam to the Ansar. So when Abbas ibn Abdul Muttalib heard this, he wrote a letter informing, "See, Ya Rasulullah, there is a plot against you, against the Muslimin in Makkah, to attack you all. So be careful." So what they did is, this letter came to Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he was in Quba. Okay, and it was read to him that the kuffar are about it. Now Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam put the whole of Medina into emergency. Anything can happen. Anyone can attack, so be careful. So they made a defense plan. How can we protect the Muslimin in Medina? Some of the people, they suggested, no, we should fight in Medina. Let them come, we'll fight here, inside the city. And as you know, the city is this side. Okay. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, okay. But after that, there was some munaqasha and discussion. And the people who said we're going to fight within the city were who? Abdullah ibn Ubay. Who? The head of the munafiqeen. Because the munafiqeen did not have the will to fight, to defend the Muslimin and to give the spread of Islam. Because they are kuffar from inside, but the zahir, they are afraid of the Muslims. That's the reason they are known as the hypocrites, the munafiqeen. So they said, "Ya Rasulullah, let's fight inside Medina to save themselves, their business, the economy, their loss of life. They don't want all those things." But Hamza bin Abdul Muttalib radiallahu anh, another Sahabi, they came to Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam and said, "Ya Rasulullah," and pressurized, "I will not eat or drink unless we fight outside Medina." The other Sahabi also came and said, "Ya Rasulullah, we want to fight." Who were the Sahabi? Those who could not attend the Battle of Badr. They wanted to fight. They didn't get the chance because Badr, it happened just all of a sudden. They weren't planning. But here it was a planned battle. He said, "Ya Rasulullah, we have to fight outside Medina." Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "No, we'll fight inside Medina first." Now, due to this pressurization, he changed his mawqif, his stance. So Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Khalas, we're going to pray outside of Medina." One of the Sahaba radiallahu anh, I forgot his name, it's in Zad al-Ma'ad, he told the Sahabi radiallahu anh that you people have pressurized Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He wanted to fight inside and you have pressurized it. And he went to Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Ya Rasulullah, it's upon you. Whether you want to fight inside Medina or outside Medina, it's upon you." Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, once the Prophet has put on the armor of battle, it is not allowed for them to take it off. So we shall fight outside of Medina. Now, everybody came from Medina towards Uhud. So the blatant strategy was, we're going to fight outside of Medina and guard the borders of Medina, which is Uhud. Which is which? Uhud. And Uhud has protected Medina. So out there, they wanted to put a barrier and they wanted to fight it out there, not inside the city. So, where did they come? They came to this location. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Sahabi, the women, the children, the young and the old, everybody came here. And the number which was estimated to fight this battle of Uhud were how many? 1,000. So everybody came here, imagine. Okay. Now, an interesting story happened. And they prayed Asar, Maghrib, and Isha. Asar, Salat al-Asr, they prayed here because Jumma. And so in Jumma, they prayed in Medina. And Rasul gave a khutbah for you to fight the battle. And the fadila and the virtue of fighting and becoming shaheed and to defending. Then after Salat al-Jumma, everybody moved. And Rasul is strictly instructed that we're going to pray Asr out here. So they prayed Asr here, Maghrib, as well Isha, rested here one night, prayed Fajr in this place, then went Uhud. So Uhud is right straight this way. Now, out here when the women and children, everybody was there were two Sahabi. And other young Sahabis, radiallahu anhu, who said, Ya Rasulullah, we want to fight. And they were too yet young and tender. Imagine, would you include in your army people who are weak or people who are children? No. But they were children, like the son of Umar ibn al-Khattab. He was young. Okay. Usama ibn Zayd, radiallahu anhu, whom Rasul in the last, before that, Rasul sent Usama ibn Zayd to Byzantine Empire to attack him. It got at least in his teens. But here at this time, he was in the 3rd year of Hijri, he was just a young boy. Rasul says, no, you go back. Everybody was saying, Ya Rasulullah, we want to fight, all the children. Okay. And there were specifically 2 children. Said, Ya Rasulullah, I'm good at archery. The other said, Ya Rasulullah, I'm good at fighting and wrestling. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, okay, I'll let you 2 wrestle. The one who wins will be chosen for the battle. So the wrestling happened right here in this masjid. This place, there wasn't a masjid, but this location was the place where they wrestled. The two Sahabi radiallahu anhuma, they wrestled, and they were children. And Rasul sallallahu, because the father came to Rasul sallallahu and said, Ya Rasulullah, my son is a very good archer. Others said, Ya Rasulullah, my son is a very good wrestler. So Rasul sallallahu said, okay, wrestle. So the second beat the first. But still Rasul sallallahu took both of them. The archer for the archery and the other Sahabi, who was just a child, as for what? For wrestling, because of the skills. And they were tested out this place. Now, this masjid is known as Masjid al-Dir'a also. Masjid Dir'a is the armor. Dir'a means when you put on the armor. And this place where the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Sahabi, okay, the army of the Battle of Uhud was segregated amongst the weak and the young and the old, and they were made into good number. 1,000 was chosen here in this place. So in this place it was chosen. The army of the Battle of Uhud were chosen right at this place where you were standing. So they were how many? 1,000. Now, Asr, Maghrib, Isha they prayed, and Fajr they prayed. Now after Fajr something happened. After Fajr what happened? Abdullah ibn Ubay, the head of the Munafiqeen, had also come out with 300 of his people. 300, the leader of his tribe. 300. They said, we want to pull back. They're the kuffar, how many thousands? In thousands. And just 1,000 number. Amongst them also, Abdullah ibn Ubay said, we want to pull out 300. How many is remaining? 700. Abdullah ibn Ubay said, Ya Rasulullah, we planned and we said you were going to fight if you fight in the city. We didn't talk about the deal of fighting outside. Look at the hypocrisy. So here in this location, 300 went back and 700 moved where? Towards, after Fajr, towards Uhud. And Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam chose a person to get a short track in order to reach Uhud before the kuffar of Makkah reaches Uhud, so that they can do the settlements out there. And this is where this happened. And this masjid is known as Shaykhain. This place was known as Shaykhain, and Masjid Shaykhain are also known as Masjid al-Dir'a. We can just do a pan of this masjid around. It is located in Hayy Mustarah. And why is it known as Hayy? The area of Mustaraha, of resting place, also bi-idhnillah, we will discuss in the coming videos. And this is where the Masjid al-Shaikhain. It's known as prophetic biography literature mention that Prophet ﷺ spent the night in al-Shaikhain on his way to the Battle of Uhud, the 3rd year after Hijrah. and prayed in the masjid, mosque next to al-Shaikhain, and met some of the people, allowing some and denying others. Allowing some and denying others meaning for the Battle of Uhud. So allowed some of the people and denied. So this place, the masjid is closed right now, but if somebody wants to come, this is the place you need to come, where the army was segregated for the Battle of Uhud. It was chosen, they put on the armors and they went for Battle of Uhud. This was the location. وهذا صلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.